Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another Q&A meeting where we will discuss the practices of Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. Please send in your question one at a time. Please be brief and precise. Please also let me know how's the audio and video is doing. I will start reading your question and your comment as soon as they come in. Tony Yip, Satu, Satu. Naila Grill, hello Ajahn, hello to you. Sorry, it's Dahlia Grill, hello Ajahn, Anilam Satu, Bilim Supihotu Tanajan, Delia Grill, Kenan Hunt, good morning Tanajan, sound and vision are clear, thank you. Bilim, audio visual, good, thank you. Fanny Ong, good day Tanajan, audio and video clear, thank you. Tony Yip, hi Pante, good afternoon. The audio and video both are in good condition, thank you. God Mien Lo, Satu. Nong Lin Lin, Satu, Satu. Dahlia Gill, something happened from last we spoke. Something always happens, doesn't it? Bruce Lee Alam Saya, Namaskaran dear Ajahn, audio and video are good, thank you. Adeline Chin, good afternoon, Tanajan. We can hear you and see you clearly, thank you. Chin Charles, good afternoon, Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. Christian Goe, good day, Long Po. May you be well and fine, thank you. Adi Aha, Satu. Kwan Patum Napa, Satu, Satu. Adi Aha, I'm on the way to temple. Okay, see you later. Dahlia Gill, spaciousness, silent, empty, without limited by the body, same as outside. So inside, it's just like a flip of a switch. Christine Goe, long call this morning, 4:30 a.m. I started to try for meditation more than 1 hour. Very good. You have to start sometime soon. If you don't start, you'll never get going. As soon as you start, then you start to get going. Before long, you will become enlightened. Kanok Kwan, Rachel, and Ajahn Namaskar. This is Yo Ying from Chiang Mai. I try to do meditation every day, 3 times a day, but just 10 minutes after prayer. That's fine. You can start from little and then you can move more. You can practice more as you go along. The more you practice, the more you will be able to do it. So don't get discouraged. Just do what you can and try to push yourself a little bit more each time. The most important thing is mindfulness. So you have to practice a lot of mindfulness before you meditate. Practice mindfulness all day long. Johanna Lee, good afternoon, Tan Ajahn. Bowing to Tan Ajahn with my whole gratitude. Last year I requested for Tan Ajahn permission to translate Beyond Birth to Indonesian language, and right now the book translation is already finished. Thank you so much, Tan Ajahn, for this opportunity to translate. Your book. There is so much happiness for this Dhamma work. I would like to share the website link so any fellow Dhamma here may download the PDF. Here is the link below. I'm sorry if it takes about Kalyana time for question and answer time. I hope this book may help any Indonesian Kalyana here to read. Tan Ajah's autobiography more comfortable in Indonesian language. May Tan Ajahn always stay healthy and happy. Thank you very much for your work, your translation work. I'm sure lots of Indonesians will appreciate your effort. Kenneth Tan Kibok, greeting Ajahn, may you be well and happy. Thank you. Low Chuck Boy, Satu Satu, Tan Mun Ki, Tan Mui Ki, Tan Ajahn, greeting from Penang, may you be well and happy. Thank you. Congratulations, Johanna Lee, on the wonderful translation work of Beyond Birth from Czech Ling Tan. Johanna Lee, Sadhu Tan Ajahn. Thank you very much, Tan Ajahn, for teaching Dhamma. Sadhu. Handy box, good day, Ajahn. Is consciousness same as awareness? Yes, in Buddhism it's called vijnana. This is awareness of the sensual objects, such as images, sound, uh, taste, smell, and tactile objects. Dalia Gil, I'm sorry, couldn't hear you. Please repeat what happened. It's always present, no matter no thought. Why it remain even while the body is moving or resting is nothing. Just is no thought, empty, without grasping or pointing to. Well, since you didn't ask any questions, so I don't know what to reply. You're just telling me what you experienced, I guess. And so, what do you want me to say? You have any question concerning what you experienced? Dalio Grill, I'm sorry, couldn't hear you. Please repeat what happened. If you can remain without thinking, that's good. This is the result of your mindfulness. If you can become mindful and stay in the present, not allowing your mind to go into the past or into the future, then your mind will become empty. Whether you're sitting, walking, sitting, or lying down. The next step is to sit down and close your eyes and focus on your breathing to bring the mind deeper into emptiness. Handy box, Satu, Satu. Now do you agree? Okay. Now do you agree? It's not mindfulness. What is it then? Omre, Satu, Satu. It is also, the real grill is also in meditation underneath any activity. So just know it for what it is. The important thing is not to have any cravings or desire for anything. Just merely knowing. Tan Muiki Ajahn, how to overcome boredom during our meditation retreat. You have to switch your meditation mode from sitting to walking. And if you can read some Dhamma books. Read Dhamma books to get you more interest in the Buddhist, in the meditation practices. Now the Yogriyo is like a space. Yes. When the mind is empty, it's like floating in space. Just really know it. Don't have to do anything. Just know. Now do you agree with where everything appears? Just know what appear and treat them all as anicca, dukkha, anatta. Whatever appears will disappear sooner or later. There is no need to do anything with them. Just merely acknowledge them. Be aware of them. Know them and then leave them alone. The real, no idea is no craving. It never changes, no opposite or collapse. Yes, just know it for what it is. Michael saw, Sadhu, Sadhu. Bharata and Rajan, how are we connecting with Buddhism while doing meditation? Well, doing meditation is part of the Buddhist teaching. So when you do meditation, you are following the Buddhist teaching. So you are connected to Buddhism by following the Buddha's teaching. Dali real, like a mirror. Yes, just know it for what it is. Don't have to do anything. Unchanging, yes. Just watch it. Just know it for what it is. What you have to watch out for is your defilement. Do you still have defilement? Do you still have greed, hate, and delusion? Do you still have desire or attachment or clinging to anything? Liberty, good day, Pante. Thank you for your sharing of wisdom. Sadhu. You're welcome. Fat Choi Chong. Sadhu, Sadhu. Eli Hassan, good day, Tanajan. Audio and video both clear. Thank you. Mandala Shi, in the Sutra, the Dhammapada, Buddha said one should give up anger, one should abandon pride, one should overcome all fetters. It's never before him. It was never before him who cling not to mind and body and is passionless, but while we were born, Nama Rupa is already with us. Difficult to separate, feel not easy, only can practice mindfulness. Yes, you have to meditate until your mind enter into jhana. That's when you will be able to give up anger, abandon pride, and overcome all fetters. So you need to practice a lot of meditation. Focus on your breathing at the tip of your nose. Watch your breath coming in and going out, and don't allow your mind to go thinking about anything. And eventually your mind will become empty, still, peaceful and happy. That's the position that will enable the mind to give up anger, to abandon pride. And Dadashi, I think, needs such a very long time to keep practicing. It depends on how much you practice. If you can practice all day long, it won't take long. The Buddha said you can accomplish the work in 7 days, 7 months, or 7 years, depending on how much time you spend on your practice. If you practice all day and all night, except when you go to sleep, then you will reach your goal quicker than if you practice less. So try to concentrate, put in a lot of effort into your practice. Then you will be able to achieve your goal very easily and quickly. Liberty Pante, most culture does promote most population to support the economy. Do you think this is why Buddhism are not as desired as other religions are to? Well, see, Buddhism is against the defilement, but the mind of all beings are under the control and influence of the defilement. So it's not easy for people whose mind are under the control of defilement to approach to Buddhism. Only those who have less defilement, who are able to escape the grasp of the defilement and be able to connect with Buddhism. Pramsa JW, Namaskaran Prajan. Ayi, Namaskaran Thanajan. Thank you. Sun Hoi Cha Satu. Your first question is being blocked or being blanked out by the Facebook. So I only can read your question number 2. Can Deva or ghost or Asura possess or stick to human body? If possible, how to? See, Deva or ghost are mind without a body. That's all it is. And when it eventually connect with the body, the mind has changed from Deva or Asura to human. When the mind becomes human, then the mind will be able to connect with a human body. See Surivati, Satu Satu. Eli Hassan, following Ajahn advice, don't push mind too far away from body, but keep side by side, just be here and now. Made me much balanced and smooth back to body when it's the time to start my sitting meditation for preparing to get ready to work. Thank Ajahn. You're welcome. Question number 3 from IE. Smoking can be identified with addiction, but it is not said to breaking the precept. My question is, can Arahant smoke? However, an Arahant is one who completely destroyed the defilement. Is it an Arahant smoking due to past habit? being carried over or any other reason. Please tell Ajahn clarify. An arahant can smoke, even can drink, but he has to differentiate the consequence of this action. Drinking, he knows, can get the mind become without any mindfulness. But smoking doesn't cause the mind to become without mindfulness. So smoking is okay, but he has no attachment to smoking. If there's cigarettes offered to him, he can accept and he can smoke. But if there's no cigarette, he would not go look for cigarettes to smoke. He can take it or leave it. Question number 4 from IE. But before that, gold candy, Satu Satu. Question number 4 from IE. When meditating, sometimes solutions appear for problems that we haven't solved yet, or sometimes things appear that we have forgotten to do. So it's like being reminded. Does that mean my meditation is not focused? I don't know. Chayam Lama Guru, Satu Satu. I got a question about doing mindfulness. If I pour a water to the tree, I just pour a water and keep doing it. And by that time, my mind doesn't have any thinking, just pouring the water. It's just the right way to begin working mindfulness. You also have to know when to stop pouring the water. Yeah. But the point is not for you to go think about other things. You should only watch what you're doing and know what you have to do and what you not do. You don't act like a robot where you keep pouring the water and don't know when to stop pouring the water. When you do something, you focus on what you do and think about what you do only. What you have to do and when to stop and when not to stop. This is mindfulness. It doesn't mean you don't think at all and you don't know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing and you have to know when to stop, when to continue. Question number 5 from IE. Can the habit of multitasking hinder to focus in meditation? Yes, because we want the mind to focus only on one task at a time, so that it can become focused and concentrated, not running around, not moving about. Dali Gil, when the mind is empty, the message is absorbed by no idea who just happened, without any doing. Thank you so much, Ajahn. Always gratitude. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Ajahn. Always gratitude. You're welcome. Sue Christie, Sadhu Sadhu. Sue Christie, where are you from? No information. While waiting for questions, we can stay mindful by watching the breath at the tip of the nose. Stop thinking, just watch the breath, and you'll find peace and emptiness and happiness. Sue Christie, Ajahn, I'm from Langkawi, Malaysia. Thank you. Nush TW, Namaskaran Ajahn. Nush, I think she's from California, if I'm not wrong. Eli Hassan Ajahn, if we did good and got material beneficial of doing it, is it also a defilement? No, when you do good, this is called merit. When you do something good and make people happy, this is metta. And you might get reward or you might not get. That is not important. What's important is that you get good feeling when you're doing good. That's all we want from doing good, is to have good feeling. Good feeling is merit. Whether you get reward, material reward or not, that's not important. Sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. It's not considered to be defilement. If you don't have any desire or craving for material reward, you only do it for spiritual reward. You only want to do it for your mind to have good feeling. Nut TW from Melbourne. Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot. Tan Mui Ki Ajahn, during my early morning sitting meditation practice, sometimes I experience vibrations. For example, waveform or in little particles. Please explain. There's no need to explain. It just happened. You just have to be merely aware and leave it alone. Just continue focus on your breathing, on your meditation object. When you meditate, anything can happen, can appear, but they are all distractions. You don't have to pay any attention to them. You have to keep on focus on your meditation object only and ignore everything that appears. If not, then you will not be able to enter into jhana. Don't be distracted by anything that appears during meditation. Tan Kim Fong, Sadhu Sadhu. Just watch your breath. There's nothing for you to read on the screen. watch your breath instead. Pramsat JW, dear Ajahn, today is my mother's birthday and she wake up early morning to cook food and plan to give a bow to monks. But today no monks walk past to our home at Saraburi this morning. So she changes plan to give food to poor people. A question that do she will have a good merit or not? Yes, you can give it to anybody. You can get the same merit by giving. The recipient, it doesn't matter who, can be a monk, can be a beggar, can be someone who is in need of food. Just give it to them. And this will make you feel good. Feeling good is merit. Question number 6 from IE. In the Mangala Sutta, hearing the Dhamma at the right time is the ultimate blessing. Is it akusala karma? If I listen to Dhamma, well, they're asking why I'm in the office while working or eating. No, it's just that when you listen to Dhamma, you should only be listening to Dhamma and not do anything else. Because if you do anything else, then you will not be able to listen to Dhamma 100%. Then you will not be able to reap the benefit 100%, that's all. You might reap about 50% benefit from listening to Dhamma while you're doing something at the same time. But it's not akusala karma, it's good karma, but the benefit is not 100% if you listen to Dhamma as well as doing something else, because your mind has to run back and forth between listening and doing. So if you want to reap the benefit of Dhamma 100%, then you have to just listen to Dhamma only and not do anything else. Tan Mui Ki, Ajahn, thank you for answering and your encouragement. You're welcome. Alexander Aroka, Sadhu Pande. How are you, Aroka? Are you still meditating? Are you still practicing mindfulness? Just keep watching your breath. If nothing to watch on the screen, just watch your breath, breathing in, breathing out at the tip of your nose. You can meditate while you wait for the questions or the comment to come in. When you have nothing to do, then just watch your breath. If you can close your eyes and watch your breath. In and out at the tip of the nose, where the breath makes contact with the body. Your mind will become calmer and more peaceful and feel lighter and happier. You won't feel restless waiting for questions or comment to be read. You just sit down and just being aware, just knowing, just stay knowing and not grasping at anything. Ali Hassan, Ajahn, someone gave away bazaar coupon and hand over for me. Better for me not to use. So Dana will be 100%. May I proceed to others needed. The organizer sells so many kind of daily need like rice, oil, and etc. If you don't want to use it, then you can give it to someone else who needs it. They can then make good use of it, and you will be practicing dana or charity, making merit from this action. Hi John, good afternoon Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. Question number 7 from IE. The human body and its organs are anicca. When old, the body and organs must weaken its function. The brain is an organ too. For an enlightened person, he certainly won't forget the truth in his heart. But what about the decreased brain function that can make him forget? How is the correlation? Well, see, actually, the function of memory is not in the brain, it's in the mind. It's called sanya or perception. So, if you have good mindfulness, you can recollect, you can use sanya more effectively than when you don't have good mindfulness. So, with people with good mindfulness tend not to be forgetful or have any dementia or Alzheimer. It's not in the brain. Memory is not stored in the brain. It's stored in the mind, in the part called sanya or memory. See, the mind has 4 functions. The mind has perception, sanya, sankhara is thinking, vedana is feeling, and vijnana is awareness of the sensual objects. This has nothing to do with the body condition, whether the body is sick or not, is old or not. This will not alter the mental function of the mind. What will alter the mental function is mindfulness. The less mindfulness you have, then the less ability for the mind to be able to think, to perceive, to remember, to feel, and to be aware of the sensual objects. With good, strong mindfulness, the mind will be able to feel, to perceive, to think, and to be aware of the sensual objects. So an arahant is usually somebody who with perfect mindfulness. An arahant will not really forget anything. He might forget something if he doesn't think about it long enough, like names of people and dates and places that he hasn't been for a long time. He can forget these things also because it's not being used constantly. That's all the reason for forgetting. It's not being used constantly. If things are constantly used, you tend not to forget it. Tay Ban Chang, are you working today, Tay? Whether the mind can function well or not is dependent on mindfulness. If you have good mindfulness, then the mind will function properly. If the mind doesn't have happiness, doesn't have mindfulness, then the mind will not function properly or correctly. Alexander Aroka, I'm happy about result. I'm watching myself watching what that is only made out of wrong beliefs. The one made out of just a following phenomena after phenomena. Yes, you are watching illusion. That's what you are doing. All phenomena are illusional. They are not real. They are like bubbles. They form and then they burst, disappear. So don't be attached to any phenomena. Just know that they are anicca, dukkha, and anatta. See Suriwati, Ajahn, I'm from Indonesia. I want to ask if you suddenly feel annoyed when you meet someone you don't like. We realize it in our heart, just keep quiet without saying much. It's better for us to stay away from that person. Thank you so much, Ajahn. Well, if you don't like, if you can stay away, then you can stay away. But if you cannot stay away, then you have to stay quiet and stay not acting to the person that you dislike. Try to use metta or loving kindness. Try to like that person. Think of that person as someone that that is like you. That person is a human like you, and that person wants people to give them happiness. So give them happiness. Then eventually your dislike for that person can change. Your dislike probably come from your past connection with this person. In your previous life, you probably had a bad relationship with this person. So this reaction happened when you meet this person again. But you don't have to let it continue. You can switch this dislike into like by using metta. Treat them like yourself. You want people to like you. So try to like that person. And that person will gravitate to you and start to like you also. If you cannot do this yet, just stay quiet and stay no action, take no action. Just try to smile when you cannot do anything else. Just smile and nod your head if somebody says something. But you should not react with dislike or hatred, because it can only cause more problem. You can also keep reciting the mantra Bhutto Bhutto when you meet something you don't like, but you have to stay with that something. And just keep reciting Bhutto Bhutto Bhutto. Sri Suriwati Sadhu. Mandalashi, when practice the super meditation several times, I will feel yak and feel bad for someone who I live together. improving. As long as you don't hate that person that you live with, you can feel negative toward the unpleasant parts of the body, but you still have to maintain good relationship with the person you live with, because what you contemplate is for your information, for you to know that the body is not pleasant. It's for you to get rid of your sexual desire, but not for you to hate someone at the same time. Reaching Chua. How many hours long sleep in a day? Usually 4 or 5 hours a day. Alexander Aroka, I can see that there is only context, that there is nothing beyond that. Yes, everything is like bubbles or mirage. There is no reality in them. No, what you call permanent reality. Everything is temporary reality. Rise and cease, come and go, appear and then disappear. Inilam Satu Satu. Inilam. Just watch your breath. If nothing else for you to watch, watch your breath at the tip of your nose. In and out, in and out. Then time will pass by quickly and easily. Ajahn, when financial ability is limited, should one donate to social welfare or monastery? You can donate to anywhere, anybody you like. Or if you don't have any to donate, then you don't have to donate. You only donate when you have more than you need. And you can choose the recipient of your donation. Depends on what you want. If you want to support religion, you give to the monastery. If you want to support the socials, then you donate to the social welfare. The result, as far as the donator is concerned, is the same. It gives you merit or good feeling. And this will accompany your spiritual part when you departed from this world. Your mind will have a happy mind, will be a happy mind, and will be in a heavenly realm. Joanne Lim Chui and Ian. Good afternoon, Ajahn. May you be well and happy. You came in a little bit late, huh, Joanne? Ajahn, Satu, Satu. We are almost running out of time. I think we have about 6 minutes left. Juliana U, Satu. Nandapat Pram Suwong, Satu, Satu. Ayi, thank you very much, Ajahn, for your guidance. You're welcome. It's nice talking to everyone who joined, who sent in their comments and questions. Even we don't see each other's face, we can at least know what one is thinking. Thank you very much for your guidance, Ayi. Ayi, Namaskar,ท่านอาจารย์ รังสัต JW สาธุสาธุ I'll be giving another live Dhamma talk at about 2 o'clock in about 1 hour and a half from now. You can follow it if you like on my Thai page. Pasana Chunasevi Sadhu, thank you for all your teaching, Ajahn. You're welcome. Mandala Shri, but do so many times Supa, really lose compassion for them. Thank you, Ajahn. Know everything. Mandala Shri, thank you to fix my mistake. Yes, sometimes you have to stop a Supa and then use metta instead when you start to feel any aversion for people that you live with. It means you having overdone your Asupa contemplation. You have to come back with metta, have love and compassion for your people that you live with. Rusli Alam Saya, thank you very much for your kindness, dear Ajahn. You're welcome. Eli Hassan, thanks Ajahn. We see you and you feel us. Teachers and student link noted 2 p.m. Dhamma session. Fanny Ong, thank you, Tan Ajahn. Excuse me. Ajahn, should devotee visit monks in the monastery regularly? If you want advice from them, if you want to listen to the Dhamma talk, then you should visit the monastery regularly. Keep it sure, Sadhu. Check link and dear Tan Ajahn. I'm not sure why you seem to can't see Shelly Stino's question. That's right, I don't see it at all. It didn't seem to appear on my screen. Sorry, Shelly Stino. Sorry about that. You want to try send it in again right now? I'll wait for your question. Check link time. I tried to copy Shelly Stino's question to show Tan Ajahn, but can't. Sorry about that. Maybe his question has been blocked by Facebook. Some questions are not allowed to appear. I'm not sure why. Sometimes they appear sort of in a white, hard to read appearance. Celestino, yes, I tried a second time. Evelyn Ho, mine too. Evelyn Ho, hi Ajahn, do you have any advice how to resolve conflict, especially when each party has their own perspective and don't see eye to eye? Thank you. Yes, we just have to step back one step and stop the confrontation and just leave each other alone. Let's accept that there are problems that we cannot solve. We cannot agree. So at least try to agree not to disagree. Try to agree to disagree. Try to agree to disagree. You don't have to see eye to eye on everything, but there's no need to have any confrontation. Just step back one step and just leave each other alone. Freddy Anga, Anumodana Pante Satu. Eli Hassan, he also can see Chelly's text. Celestino, it was about the three right meditation method, jhana, vipassana, and samadhi. Jhana and samadhi are the same thing. Vipassana is the development of wisdom. So it's different. Samadhi and jhana is the same, absorption. When the mind becomes still, we call samadhi or jhana. Vipassana is when we teach the mind to see the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence. Object Lintan, Satu Tanajan. My understanding of right meditation is jhana are used for absorption on the four Brahma Vihara, leading to Ubekha. Vipassana is used to develop panya up to full awakening. Samadhi is used to develop deep concentration toward the Sammasambuddha path. Now, samadhi is the same thing as jhana, and it's also used to develop for the development of wisdom or vipassana. Check link time. The above is Celestino question, Tanajan. Thank you. Okay, I hope you heard my answer to your three types of practices, meditation practices. Eli Hassan, yep, just appear. Okay, I think we ran out of time. I hope you, Celestino, did hear my answer for your question. I repeat again, jhanas and samadhi are the same thing. They are absorption, they are peace and calm of the mind. They are the path for the development of vipassana, wisdom. Vipassana is the learning of the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence to apply to all types of phenomena. When you see everything, all phenomena as anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you let go of all your cravings. And when you do that, you become enlightened. Celestino, Anumodana Tanajan, okay. You're welcome. Kenneth Tanki Bok, Satu. Adeline Chin, Satu. Well, that's about it for today. Thank you for your participation in this Q&A meeting today. I hope you have benefit from this meeting and apply it to help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.